Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to another unexpected stream of a Diablo IV character. The last character died. I made it to, where am I? Am I safe here? I think I am. I made it as far as, let's see here. How do I look at that again? Oh yeah, here it is. Let's take a peek. Not sure why it takes so long. So I made it to level 21 with Brutus. I actually played offline, not offline, but off stream, and died at level 21. That's the furthest I made it so far. I'm a little confused about the 2 out of 8 slots used. That kind of indicates to me that I have a finite number of hardcore characters that I can use. I don't know. It kind of seems that way to me. But I could be wrong about that. I should probably look that up. Do you have a finite number of hardcore characters? Let's take a peek. I was actually, I noticed that last night. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't see anything mentioned about it. The first thing that pops up is hardcore mode and realm bonuses, question mark. That has nothing to do with what I was trying to look into. I don't know, that would seem odd to me. So I'm going to assume that that's not the case. So yeah, we're about to hit level 20 on this character, I hope. Knock on wood. You know, upon playing the hardcore mode in this game, because I'm kind of new to it, I've only tried it maybe 5 times. 3 of those characters, of course, did not make it to level 10. What a novel concept. You know, I tried to tell somebody about this in one of the comment boards on some video game page or channel. Somebody was furiously complaining, and as well as getting a lot of tag-alongs, that enemies were attacking them from off-screen. And it was, they viewed it as some sort of bug in the game. Got an amazingly large number of people to agree with them. And I tried to explain, at the time, honestly, they do so many updates that I can't always tell what's been changed. I don't always keep up on the update lists. And I'm not sure, but let's find out. Let's just test it here. I'm just going to see if the enemies are still at the edge of the screen or if they attack you. There we go. No, it's yeah, there we go. Got some enemies. They're still. They give you such a wide opportunity to get the upper hand on them. I would imagine that happens with every class. So, yeah, I think they might have changed it, because if I remember correctly, when this game first came out, the enemies would be a little bit more aggressive at the edge of the screen. Nonetheless, even if they're not as aggressive, you can still attack them off screen as well. So I just found little... Oh my god. Alright. Well, I find little validity in that complaint being compared to a bug or a glitch or a drawback. Because again, you can do the same thing. I really don't think Diablo is meant to be played as a super fast ARPG. And again, I think we're just roaming around here. And I think that's part of what I appreciate about it, is you're not bouncing around like a pinball, which is kind of nice. I'm not complaining. Yeah, it's unfortunate regarding all the really bad press that this game is getting from most streamers streaming right now, at least in my purview. And I think it's really damaging the game, which is a shame because it's a pretty good ARPG. It really is. And I've played a lot of ARPGs, and it's noticeable. I mean, I'm in the hardcore league right now, and I'll be honest, I haven't really seen a lot of people playing. And before I was trying to say that since playing hardcore, it almost seems like this game is I don't know if it's better played that way. It seems to be a more fair hardcore experience in some games. And I don't mean easier. I don't think it's any easier. I mean, I've tried hardcore and PoE, and I've made it probably just as far. You know, level 16, level 15 to 20. However, I will say this game is easy. Playing it in its normal mode. Without a doubt. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Because what we're doing is we're more or less interested in the story of the game at that point. Oh. See, that's one thing always happens to me in PoE that usually doesn't happen to me in this game. Which I really like is that sometimes when you're blasting a skill at something, inexplicably your character will just turn around and start firing into nothing. That happens a lot in PoE. Not so much this game, but I think it just happened there. And I'm really happy it doesn't happen a lot in this game, because that is annoying having to readjust all the time. Well, I'm tempted. Why not? Oh no, I'm afraid it'll take me into that area, but... Alright, why not?
My daughter, my Deirdre. It was her wretched husband what did it. Fowling. I caught him feeding, and he fled that way, dripping in my baby's blood. Hunt him down. Make sure he suffers. I'll pay you all I've got.
I think the seriousness of this game certainly matches, if not exceeds. Oh. The seriousness of PoE. However, I will say that I think it might exceed it, because I think PoE has a lot of comic relief. You know, Einhar is comic relief completely. He's like one of the greatest characters ever made for a video game. Einhar. Amazing character. You never get tired of Einhar. That might be it for comic relief. There is literally no comic relief in this game. At all. Not one bit. Yeah, I can't think of one character in this game that makes you laugh about something. I could be wrong at that too, but yeah, nothing on the top of off the top of my head. I have no. Just standing there. They didn't used to do that, I don't think. I could be wrong, but I think they made that change due to complaints that the mobs were too aggressive. Oh, I always forget. I always mix those buttons up. Atone. Oh, shit. Again, I do it again. Atone.
I apologize.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, sadly there really aren't a lot of people playing this game. However, I will say this, I played Standard. Or is that the Eternal Realm? Yeah, the Eternal Realm. I think it was last night. Yeah, yesterday, I believe. And there were a fair number of people. I mean, not a ton, not as much as there should be for a game of this quality, but I'm very sincere about that. This game has a very good quality to it. Oh, you know what I should be doing? I should be leveling up here. Okay, there we go.
Deirdre, help me. Where is Deirdre?
Uh-oh.
Starving. No matter how many rabbits Deirdre brings. I look at her throat, and I smell her blood. And all I see is red. Stop, stop, stop! I have to fight it. Spirits of old, ghosts of my kin, give me strength. Don't let me change.
Alright, so, yeah, that wasn't too bad. That was pretty easy. Thankfully so. Yeah, I'll kind of pepper in some, you know, again, a few reiterations on my personal opinion on the state of this game, and one thing that did cross my mind during that little scene, it wasn't a scene, but we were listening to that lore, is the, one of the biggest complaints was the complaint against inventory space. And I just found that to be a little crazy. Excuse me. Mainly because, here, I'll show you guys. I mean, I'll show everybody. It just instantly kind of made me feel like, what? That's just such a weird complaint to have. Because, I don't know who needs to hear this. It seems odd for me to even have to say it. Or show you. But, I don't know. This is what you do in an ARPG with your loot. is you salvage it.
What's still got some good in it?
So what I like to sometimes do is, do a combination with my loot, salvage it, and or sell it. I'll usually salvage it in the early game here if it's not worth too much coin. I'm gonna sell the rest of these.
Well struck.
Because in the early game you don't really get a lot of currency.
Show your teeth.
Currency is a little bit of a premium for a little while, which I think is kind of cool. It kind of makes sense because you are, in fact, a fledgling adventurer in this world, and it only makes sense to have to earn your way up gradually. So I do like that. That's kind of a little bit of an additional difficulty of the game, I think. At least I think that's what it's meant for. So yeah, you salvage your gear. You don't need to save everything. I mean, the only things that I personally have so far saved are like the super like the uniques. What are they? Are they called Uber? I don't think I've ever found an Uber yet. I think the highest I've gotten is like a ancestral unique weapon, I think. And sometimes I will hang on to those, but man, I also hung on to all of the quest items, like the quest armor, weapons. I held on to all that because I wanted to have a fond memory of, completing those quests. So when I look at my inventory, which is mainly used up by, again, those quest items, some ancestral uniques. Gems are no longer a problem, but gems weren't a problem for me anyway, because once you get to a certain point, you can kind of craft enough gems for everything. So gems really don't take up a lot of space late game. Early game, sure. Well, they used to anyway. They fixed that, so it doesn't even matter. And what else did I have in my stash? I forget. Nonetheless, I think it's better to salvage and sell all of your unused loot because that gives you access to doing this important thing. Oh, and I don't have anything. Great. Well, I suppose I'm starting to really get into the better gear here. So the opportunities for me to upgrade this gear is going to be a little light for a little while, I think. So, oh well. All right. Nonetheless, we cleared out our inventory. It's completely cleared out. So now we can go collect a bunch more loot. Possibly wander around. Let's see here. Did we get more quests? Oh yeah, let's do... Yeah, let's do this one. Where is this place? Oh, right down here. I've got to walk there. Okay, no problem. I can do that. Man, the music in this game is fantastic. Some of the best from any video game, in my opinion. It's very inobtrusive. It doesn't dominate. I think a lot of these games have their music is a little bit too loud sometimes. But I like the laid-back kind of eeriness of the music in this game. Oh my god. Yeah, that wasn't easy. Right there. Oh, hold on. I should go back to town. Oh, man. What am I doing? This is a town. Okay. Alright. Forgot to upgrade my potions. Oh, good. I think we now have phase 1 of all of the regions. Is that? Let's just double check here. Yeah. So now we'll actually get into earning things that will make a little bit of a bigger difference in the game.
You found one of them. Mistress Brega's works. I thought them lost during the attack. She was quite the scholar, you know. Thank you, kind wanderer. Little remains of her legacy. But these will surely countenance the good this family has contributed to Skosglen.
Well, let's take a look at what he has to say.
The attack on the manor
here.
has left many wounded, and our healing supplies are almost exhausted. Please, could you travel to Kerrigar and ask Corman the alchemist to send anything he can, and tell him to hurry. Every moment is vital.
Yeah, we can do that. So this might come as a surprise to a lot of folks, but you know, being an older gamer, I think I've got a, well, I wouldn't say a unique perspective. I think just a more formative perspective on video games, and this may come as a surprise, but you know, there was a time, in fact, I think a lot of people felt this while playing Path of Exile, is that everyone really enjoyed, because it's not a, I mean, it's a popular game, but it's not like humongous. I mean, not a lot of people are actually playing that game. However, you know, I think what puts off a lot of older gamers such as myself, or what, yeah, it still does. I mean, the absolute end game of that game is just so blisteringly bright and flashy and crazy that it kind of just looks like I don't know, it looks like it's just all the flashing, and it's too much. It's too fast. It's too intense, you know. I mean, I can't recall another ARPG that really did things in such a way, and I think that put off a lot of folks, you know, regarding that game, including myself. Like, at first I was like, well, where is this going? I mean, it doesn't seem like a very fun, interesting way to play a game. It just seemed,
Poor
I don't
man
know,
must
like,
have his hands full tending to so many wounded. I'll pack up everything I can spare and send it off to him immediately.
you know, almost like just a, I don't know, like a, it's hard to explain. It's just like a mindless fury of, like, dissonance. And, you know, in many ways, after beginning that game, that kind of turned me off to even wanting to reach the end game. So I was like, hold on a second. What is this? What is this game really about? Now, I love PoE. I think it's a fantastic game. And I'm just making off-the-cuff observations regarding its you know, game mechanics, and I really think it's very, very, very different from a Diablo game, even Diablo 2. I mean, it just amped everything up to such a degree that it almost felt ludicrous sometimes to witness it. I mean, it was just like, wow, this is just way too much. Too much visual input, something. Alright, what do we got here? We got something new, I believe. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and equip this. Wait a second, we reached level 20. I think we can, let me talk to the jeweler now. I think we might be able to. Where is the jeweler? Oh, there's the jeweler. Yes, I think we can. And see about maybe getting some jewels, because we've got 3 pieces of gear now that have sockets. You know, it was funny, I was playing with a friend the other day, and he didn't want to, I just passed it up. He didn't want to place chipped rubies into his jewel sockets. And I was like, what? What are you talking about, man? He's like, well, they're not very good. You know, the chipped rubies or the chipped emeralds or whatever. They're not very good. And I'm like, okay, yeah. But every little bit helps. I mean, look at that. 4% damage taken over time reduction. Okay? I think I'd prefer that over 0% damage taken over time reduction. I just thought that to be kind of funny that he viewed the crude and the chipped as being inferior to his character's needs. I thought that was kind of funny. Alright, so what are we going to do here? We're going to make one of these. And make one of these. We're going to make them all. Oh, wait a second. They didn't fix that, did they? Well, that's cool. That never bothered me, but it's going to make one of each.
The stars made manifest.
But it looks like it's taking up space in my inventory, so I guess I'm a little confused. Is it just the fragments that don't take up space now? Because I think the fragments are here, right? I think they're here. Yeah, they're here. The fragments. All the fragments. Kind of an interesting idea, but I ultimately I think it's unnecessary to have fragments. I think it just kind of adds a novelty that doesn't really need to be there. Why would you need to collect fragments? I mean, you get enough gems anyway. I think the same goes for, I think that same thing happens, or that same thing did occur in PoE with the fragments of currency. It's like the currency is so widespread anyway that there's just no need for the fragments. It's just a useless addition that means absolutely nothing to the game. I mean, I suppose there might be some weird what would be the term? Like a weird, I don't know. Maybe a play style that would call for, you you know, collecting the fragments, or the fragments of currency, but I just couldn't figure it out. I thought it was just a little bit of a an unnecessary bloat to the loot pool, I guess. Nonetheless, it's here, and it doesn't bother me. It's just, I just think it's unnecessary. Alright, let's, alright, what are we going to do here? Yeah, why don't we do armor? Wait. Wait a second. No. Shadow resistance. No, let's see here. Yeah, let's do that. Armor. And we got 3 weapon slots. Damage over time. We really don't have anything that... at least I don't think we have anything that causes damage over time. So we're not going to focus on that. Another... Yeah, I guess this would be a tip for players. Is, you know, kind of running along the same thought process as not needing to really keep everything. You can't really be everything either, you know, in terms of skills. And I always recommend just finding a, you know, starting out with your basic skill and then honing that, mastering your basic skill. And what I mean by mastering is getting the hang of it, of course, with the controller, but also upgrading it to its full potential before you move on to the, I believe the next one is a core skill. Let's see here. So the basics, I think this is a core. Yeah, core skill. So then after you master your, you know, basic skill, then you move on to your core skill, and you master that, and so on and so forth. I think that I think it gives you a better sense of progression. And then later on, I mean, you'll have so many chances to respec your character later on, if you really. Well, I mean, there's really a lot of chances now. It's not hard to respec your character. I mean, you'll get a lot of chances later on. I mean, the money just overflows in this game. In the end game, you get a lot of coin. So.
There is power in
And if I remember correctly, that's how you respec, is with coin. If I remember correctly. Oh, can we add a socket? That'd be kind of cool. Ooh, I like the control impaired reduction a lot. I don't think are we fortified that much? I really don't think we are. I'm gonna do this one. So let's do an armor. Can we do this? Oh, we can do it. Oh, but it'll take a lot of money. But we can't upgrade now, can we? If I remember correctly, we just tried to do that. It wouldn't let us because we didn't have any probably materials to upgrade. So yeah, why don't we add a gem slot?
Color and brilliance.
Nice. Yeah. And why don't we go ahead and do the control impaired damage reduction. Alright, fantastic. Oh, I kind of want to take quests here because I don't think we have much going on, do we? Oh, return to Brenna. Okay, let's return to Brenna. Where is she again? Where is she again? Brenna. Brenna. There we go. Oh, we're going to have to walk there. What is this again? Oh, okay. Alright. Yep, we're going to have to walk there. So yeah, I know I had mentioned that I was going to try some new format playing, I think, going down the list of either PlayStation Plus, premium games, or I was going to do the Xbox Game Pass, but unfortunately, Xbox requires me to make a Twitch account, and I just really don't want to do that. Honestly, I don't think I like Twitch. I'm sorry. I never gravitated towards it. It just, I think the main reason is that, I spend all my time watching video game streams. I do spend some time watching video game streams, but I think everyone can sympathize or empathize with the feeling that when you're using a streaming service, you kind of dedicate a lot of your viewership to that service. Like folks that have the NFL streaming network, I mean, what do? They watch a lot of football. And just simply by having that streaming service, they almost feel as if they're obligated to watch even more. What are we doing here? Oh yeah, we're going to Greta. Oh, we're just about there. Oh. Yeah, come on. Is that music not absolutely gorgeous? Come on, guys. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on in the world of gaming right now, but I sincerely believe this game is being unfairly targeted at this point. Whoa. I'm not sure as to why, of course. I really don't want to speculate. I mean, with everything that's going on in this current world of ours, it's hard to really tell. Are there political factors involved? Are there social factors involved? I have no idea. It's not something that mediums really had to worry about prior to, social media. So I'm positive. I really don't know, but it just stinks that way because there's really nothing wrong with this game. It's a very well-made game that feels good to play. I mean, it feels good to play this character. I feel like I'm in full control. Unless I get a little stutter from my internet service, but that's my internet service, not the game, Where are we going here? Can we cross this? Yeah, we can. Okay. Alright. Oh! That's one thing I don't like. You don't have to worry about in PoE is the action button, which is usually either X, X, the X button, which is the action button. That isn't mapped. You don't map a skill to that button in PoE, which is really cool. Unfortunately, you can't. You don't have the option to not do that in this game. So sometimes when you're in the middle of a fight, and if you're not careful, if something's on the ground, you can pick it up. Your character will go to pick it up instead of attacking. So But in many ways, I think that might be, again, a little bit of another difficulty feature, possibly. Like, you have to be very aware of your surroundings. And being that this is a much more slowly paced game than PoE. Well, honestly, I've been playing PoE recently too, and it's very slow paced too in the beginning. And it really doesn't get super fast until very close to the end game. Nonetheless, I lost track of what I was talking about. What was I trying to explain here? Yeah, I don't use that much. I really should use that a little bit more often. I think the reason why I don't use it too much, and that's the shadow... What's it called? Shadow Blade, or... I forgot the name. The skill that utilizes my daggers, or my short sword. I thought it was really cool that I was able to equip a short sword as a rogue. That made me really super happy. Oh, it's weird that it focused on this stuff. Alright, here we go.
Died in pain then? Would that he suffered still. For you, I've naught left but her wedding dowry. Take it. I cannot bear the sight of it.
Cool. Very grim, incredibly grim atmosphere this game is. Oh. Whoa, okay. I can't wait till I get something that gives me some health regeneration. Yeah, in the early game, that's another thing about the early game, and this is the early game, even though I did, skip the campaign, which is a tremendous feature. Wish I could skip the campaign in PoE. That'd be nice. I think I've played through the PoE campaign maybe 6-7 times. And while it is still somehow kind of fun, I do get tired of the narrative. And I tend to just want to rush through it. And I know that, most people, for some bizarre reason, view that as the tutorial, but no, there's a story there, and it's not just a tutorial. I mean, it's kind of reductionist, in my opinion, to just call it a tutorial. But, PoE gives you that super intense sense of satisfaction upon completing certain aspects of it. I really don't fault people for, viewing the ability to get to the end game as a, equating that to, getting to the regular game, even though it is the end game. What the heck are we doing? Alright. Okay. I'm still not convinced I can do a separated wound. Mainly because of the, those totems that chain you. In that one room, right before the end of the, I think it's the introductory quest. Yeah, those chains, man, oh my god. I don't think I'm going to tackle a separated wound until I get to, like, level 50. Or, no, level 35, maybe. Level 35, 40. So I believe that's where I was when I completed the initial campaign. Alright, what are we doing here? Why don't we just go down here then? Yeah, let's head down here. I'm actually very curious to see the expansion for this game. It's obviously going to expand the map. That's a given. Doesn't take a neuroscientist to figure that one out. It'll be a story expansion as well. And I'm thinking if they're thinking of charging anywhere from $60 to $80 for it, because the price of a regular game, and I'm thinking it's probably going to add about as much game time as the original story. And I will absolutely be buying that expansion because, well, again, as I had mentioned, I think this game is a very strong ARPG, and I'm having a lot of fun. It's fun. I'm not sure why nobody else is having fun with this game. I really don't get it. It's perplexing, to say the least. What is going on? Oh, okay. Okay. We need to get out of here. Oh my god. What am I doing? Whoa! I don't know, guys, I wouldn't call this easy. Oh! Wrong button. We haven't been paying attention here. Okay. Yep, as you can see, I don't think there's really anyone at all playing this game right now. Of course, you know, this game is on PC. I believe it's also on Steam. And I am playing it on a last generation system too, so. But I thought this game had cross-play, so I think everybody that plays on those systems, if I'm not mistaken, are all playing in the same realm, I believe. Could be wrong. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I was just gonna go up here. Alright. Oh, man. Oh, my God.
I'm not ready yet.
I'm not ready to die just yet. Oh, I guess, you know, I'll just kind of talk about stuff that is on my mind. So, I was a little disappointed that the Misery Gauntlet for Path of Exile, organized by a channel called Zizaran, or Zizaran. I was a little disappointed to find out that it wasn't available on console. Oh! Holy cow. Yeah. Whoa, guys. And I still am. I'm disappointed. I'm not sure what hoops they would have to jump through to get something like that to happen, but I mean, in my opinion, I think if you're going to release a game on different platforms, oh man, then that game should be the same on every platform. Be no differences. No advantages, no disadvantages. It should always be the same. So I find that odd that things that are included on the PC version of Path of Exile, and that isn't the only thing. I mean, there are a lot of different features, and they're only available on PC, and I find that to be a gross oversight. I really think that it all needs to be the same. I mean, everyone should be able to participate in something that cool, that interesting. You know, and it seems odd that you'd exclude, albeit probably a small section of the PoE fan base. There is still a fairly large group of people playing these games on console. And honestly, I don't subscribe to the whole PC console. I mean, there are advantages with both, in my opinion. I myself prefer consoles, and that's what I will play. Because I'm not a spec junkie. I don't care about what gives me this game. Like, I don't care about the specifications of this game. The numbers involved. Don't care. I really don't care. Alright, so let's level up. And I know I'm kind of going all over the place here, but that's the point. Increase movement speed. Ooh, I like that one too. You know, I think I'm going to do that one. Oh, wait. Oh, I haven't learned this one yet. Oops. Alright, Dark Shrouds. Shadows have a 14% chance to not be consumed. Oh, yeah, let's go with that. So yeah, what I usually like to do is, you know... Okay, never mind. We'll just leave it there. Okay. Alright, this is the highest level we've gotten to as a hardcore character. So I started playing hardcore in this game about maybe a month ago. Oh, man. Yeah, we're just wandering around, playing a hardcore character. What the heck? Man, sometimes they just really gang up on you. Now the game's starting to speed up a little bit. Hope this is something good. Let's see what we got here. No, I don't know. I think I prefer the intelligence at this point. Oh, core skill damage. Okay, that's better than my current damage over time. Because I don't really have anything that damages over time. I don't have anything that slows enemies. I'm not sure if they're slowed when I knock them down. I think that they're vulnerable. They're not slowed. But I think this is a better overall bow. We're going to go with this, and we are also going to attach a gem. Ah, here we go, vulnerable. So this will match my vulnerable debuff that I inflict upon the enemies that I hit. Oh. I don't know what this is up here. Oh. What is this? Oh, I don't have enough of the ingredients. Okay, so this would summon a Herald of Malphas. Okay, cool, cool. I'm sure that'll come in handy if I make it to level 22. Alright, well, we're just wandering around here, so, oh, something coming up on me. Nope, never mind. It's just a woodland creature. man. Yeah, I think there should be a new video game category every year. Maybe two, of course. Got to keep things semi-equal, but you know, like most unfair reception to a game. And of course, what would the opposite of that be? Maybe the most fair reception to a game. But this game would certainly qualify as, you know, being in that new category of most unfair reception to a game. I shouldn't have gone in here. I shouldn't have gone in here. I don't know what I was thinking. I should not have gone in here. I tend to, you know, approach things with a mild trepidation when I'm playing on like a, you know, a mode such as hardcore. So, wait a second. Slay all enemies in the ruins of Brion. The ruins. Okay. See anything? Kind of seems like there should be something here. I guess not. Okay. Oh, we got the event. Cool. I didn't notice if we got mastering. I'm not sure. Very nice, though. Yeah, I'm actually kind of fearful that this game will be dead in another year, through no fault of its own, in my fair opinion. All right, what do we got here? All right. Yeah, damage over time again. You know, it's not something that we've got a lot of aptitude for. So, character-wise, we're just gonna travel back to Hyobashad. We did some things. Now I've got a little bit of a cough. Not sure why. But sorry if you can hear chewing. I'm eating a few M&Ms. Oh, another thing that I'm pretty grateful for. M&Ms. Oh, it's out here. Yep. Okay, I'm going to take a short break. Smoke break. Usually helps with my cough anyway to have a smoke. So, that's what I'm going to do. And I will be back shortly. Alright. Alright, I am back. Thank you so much for being so patient. And yeah, I'm just trying to be a hardcore hero in this game that nobody seems to be playing anymore for some inexplicable reason. Cough, streamers, cough. But yeah, this is the state we find ourselves in. It's pretty bad. I just hope I'm missing something. Missing some unseen connection to all this that doesn't spell doom for the game. Because it would be a shame if a game of this magnitude, of this style, of this wit, were to perish at the hands of a small number of truly obnoxious individuals. That would be nice. That would be nice. I would appreciate that. Alright, so again, we're salvaging our gear. We're not saving it for anything. Look what happens. I even get a transmog if I salvage that. Look at that. So if you're a big transmog collector, there you go. There's a great way to collect transmogs. In fact, I think it's the only way to collect transmogs in the game. Other than, you know, paying for the battle pass or getting a free cosmetic through there. Which is also nothing to scream and whine about, honestly. If people want to pay for a battle pass, that's kind of up to them. I think it's an additional feature that, though completely unnecessary, obviously, to the gameplay of the game, appeals to certain people. And if certain people have the money to purchase a battle pass, then far be it from me to say, no, oh my god, you're horrible, you're an awful person. I mean, why? Although I will never use my cosmetics or my transmogs, most likely. Unless I end up playing this game for, like, you know, 3, 4 years, 5 years, which is probably unlikely. Of course, that's unlikely with every game I've ever played. I don't think there's a single game I play now that I played 5 years ago. Not a single one. I think the longest streak I've got going for a game right now is probably... it might be Elden Ring. That might be the longest streak I've got going for a game right now. And not far behind Elden Ring is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And we were not going to use this because of the damage over time. In fact, I have yet to complete Elden Ring. Because what I do with these truly special games, oh my god, there's very few of them. Off the top of my head, well, actually, that's not entirely true. And I know I didn't shed a lot of light on that whole little thought process there, but I was thinking that I don't really like to complete the games I really, 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 really like. But then I just remembered that I really love Dragon's Dogma, and I completed that like 4 times. So, I don't know. I guess there's no rhyme and reason to what I do with the games I like or dislike. But nonetheless, I think there's a reason I've not completed Elden Ring. And I've actually spent a lot of my time right now. I got to the end boss. I got to the second to last end boss. And I purposely lost against him because I wanted to prolong my exploration of the game. And I know there's a New Game Plus and all that garbage, but you know, I'm not really a big fan of that. I'm not a fan of New Game Plus. I don't want to play the games over again normally. In fact, there are very few games I've played more than once. Yeah, let's just continue to salvage. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh yeah, you wanted the intelligence more than the... Well, let's hold on to that. I think I might actually use that.
Nicely.
Alright. So let's upgrade some stuff.
That there is worth the coin.
There we go. We were able to upgrade one piece of gear, which is fine. Alright. What to do now? I'm not sure. Let's see here. What do we got? Okay, why don't we just do a quest in town here? Some of these aren't too overbearing.
Thank the light you're here.
Thankfully, though,
I think he's possessed.
Good. You look
some of
capable.
them are
I
quite
could use an extra set of hands
expansive.
exorcising the demon that has seized this man's song.
In
Meet
fact,
me in
I'd
the
have
cellar there, and prepare yourself. You're about to
I'd really
witness a
have to
miracle.
say that some of these side quests are the most expansive I've ever witnessed in an RPG, ARPG or otherwise. So, yeah. I think this is the.
It's colder down here than up there.
A sure sign of demonic presence.
Yeah, this is. We gotta fight this demon. Okay.
Take my chalice and place it in front of the boy.
Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna skip through that. I've witnessed that dialogue at least 3 or 4 times. So. Alright, what are we doing here? Alright, we gotta go back and talk to her. No, she's
Some
coming.
of the clergy can be in their reading of the scriptures. That won't happen here.
Oh, praise be.
Alright, there you go.
Father, as
Excuse
I
me.
shed my wicked blood, let it be purified in thy light. Let the light feel the darkness.
Pathetic. This child belongs to me.
Angels above! My son!
Let the light push out the darkness hiding within this child. Father, force this
Push it out.
demon out.
Your mewling has no power here. His soul is mine.
Father, protect this child with your grace. I command you to flee this body.
No. No!
Oh, jeez.
Slay it quickly before it finds another.
Yeah, trying. Oh, God. Oh.
I need more energy.
Oh, kind of got scared there. There we go.
Martha, my boy, can you hear me? Please say something.
Father? Where am I?
My boy! Oh, Father, you're all right. Thank you, sister.
You're welcome. I'm sure I will see you at the next service, yes, Peter? Right
I like
in the
how
front pew?
Of course.
each class moves incredibly
Let us give them
differently.
a moment. Speak to me
I
outside.
really like that. Okay, we'll go speak to her outside. The class. Oh my God. The class I've enjoyed the least has been the Druid class. So far, I've just not really enjoyed any of its attacks or skills. It's just,
You did well. You're more suited to this work than you
a little
think.
slow.
There are many more people in Kyovoshad who are in need of me. If you have the time, I would welcome your assistance.
All right. Ooh, dexterity. Wait a second here. Well, no, we're not cooking that. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and call the stream for right now. Again, I hope to be back a little bit more often than I have been over the past year. I know that for a little while there I was streaming just about every day. I was really having a good time. That was back when we were playing Final Fantasy 11. And that was a fun game. But yeah, I'd really like to get back to streaming a little bit more often again. So we'll see about it. Maybe tomorrow. Alright? So, again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you again for tuning in. If you did drop by for a split second, that's much appreciated. And have a good one. Take care.